Professor Lara, with her warm smile and twinkling eyes, stood before a class of wide-eyed 8-year-olds. She held a large, empty glass jar. "Imagine this jar as your life," she announced, her voice gentle but commanding. She reached into a bucket and carefully placed several large, smooth stones into the jar. "These are the big things," she explained, "the things that truly matter. Family, health, your dreams. The things that if lost would change the whole shape of your life." She paused, looking at the children's rapt faces. "Is the jar full?" she asked. A chorus of no filled the room. Professore Lara chuckled. Next, she added a handful of smaller pebbles. "These are the things that are important, but not as crucial as the stones. Your hobbies, your friends, your education. Things that enrich your life but don't define it." Again, she asked if the jar was full. The children were starting to understand. Some shouted, "No!" Others were quietly thinking. Then came the sand. Professor Lara poured a generous amount of fine sand into the jar, filling the spaces between the stones and pebbles. "This is the sand," she said, "the small stuff, the daily chores, the small worries, the little distractions, things that fill our days but can easily be swept away." She asked the question again, the children now more confident in their answer. "No." Finally, Professor Lara poured water into the jar until it reached the brim. A little girl raised her hand. "But, Professor," she said, tilting her head, "isn't the jar full now?" Professor Lara smiled. "Ah, but there's always room for the water. This represents the small joys, the moments of laughter, the unexpected kindnesses, the little things that make life sweet. These things always fit, no matter how full your life seems. They add sparkle and joy." The children looked at the jar, understanding dawning in their eyes. Professor Lara concluded, "So, remember this jar. Make sure you put the big stones in first. Make space for what truly matters. And always, always remember there's always room for a little water." The children, their eyes shining with newfound wisdom, clapped enthusiastically. The lesson, though simple, resonated deeply, planting a seed of mindful living in each young heart.